Poll overnight published by the Daily Mirror suggesting that 5 out of 10 people simply don't think they'll be able to afford their bills in a few short months' time. Already, up to 40% of people saying they're struggling meeting their bills. And this is coming in a sort of endless cascade. To begin, of course, we've got food prices. I mean, goodness me, even rationing of sunflower oil in our shops from Saturday. Some stores you can buy 1 bottle, other stores you can buy 2, but Ukraine, of course, a major food producer. So food, the first thing that is rocketing. Going out to eat and drink, the price of that, absolutely rocketing. Taxes, of course, that have gone up this month for the vast majority of working people. And filling up the car. I mean, it's a horror story. It really is pretty frightening for people, let alone household bills, gas and electricity. We really are heading into, without doubt, the most difficult time for people that we've seen in this country, right back to the oil price shock of 1973 and inflation that we had in the mid-1970s. It is a rough, tough, difficult time, and I think there are genuinely millions of people out there, decent people, people who want to pay their bills, want to pay their way, really worried about what's going to happen. Indeed, we even had the boss of Scottish Power last week suggesting that by October, gas bills could be, and I quote, horrific. So we're going into a very, very difficult time. Heating or eating? That's been the debate that's been going on over the course of the last few months. But people are facing, I think, some very, very difficult choices. And politically, for a government in power, that's a problem. For an opposition, it's not easy. Because what are their alternatives? How do you bring prices down? How do you deal with the problem of inflation? Well, we could have a lesson on economics and go back to the early 1980s. But even if you take big measures in the economy to deal with inflation, it's at least 18 months, 2 years, maybe longer, before that has any effect. Now, to me, the really big one is energy. And you know my views, regular viewers. I think it's absolute madness that we lump on over 20%, 23% on people's electricity bills for renewable and social obligations. I think the fact we're a massive net importer of energy makes no sense. Oh, there are some that say, Nigel, even if we did produce our own gas, actually that would still be at world markets, none of which explains to me why in America people are paying 50% the price for gas that we are. So that's my big idea. My big idea is that we turn ourselves around, we become a net exporter of energy, and we stop putting up taxes. The tax burden now, the highest it's been in 70 years. And I'm not saying that what I'm putting forward is going to solve everyone's problems, but I do at least think it would be a help. So I'm asking you tonight, the audience, how is your lifestyle changing? Are you already making decisions? Maybe it's that far on holiday. And hey, you know what? The pound is now down 10% over the course of the last year. I suspect it'll fall further. People's disposable income is being rapidly reduced.